So today we're going to go over the top 10 game mechanics that are just weird but you don't even think about. And trust me, by the time you get to the end of this list, you're going to be thinking, how the hell is this even acceptable in games? We'll start off with number 1, which is changing clothes in a menu. Now I want you to just premise this, right? You're standing around with your friends, you're having a conversation, you decide, oh, I'm feeling a bit sweaty, I think I need to change into another top. And suddenly, all of your clothes have changed. Everyone looks at you and thinks, what the hell just happened there?
Whoa.
And that's apparently completely normal in games. And this is something that's more likely something you'll see in a game like GTA, for example, where you're just chilling with your friends, you're going around messing about, and suddenly bang, they're wearing a bike helmet out of nowhere and you're thinking, where the heck did that come from? I'm sure a minute ago he was wearing a balaclava and a leather jacket, now he's wearing a bike helmet and a suit of armour somehow. It doesn't make any sense. And yet for some reason we accept this, just like we accept upgrading stats in games. Now, in life, okay, you will go to the gym and you'll work out and you'll put in loads of effort in order to get those gains, build your muscles up, build your strength up, and in games, you kill 5 enemies, level up and put your strength up 10 points. It doesn't make any sense. This isn't something that should be available in games, and games like Oblivion, Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls in general, they've got it right where you actually have to do something in that skill set in order to build up your skills. But there's so many games out there where you just level up and then you can fight against someone shooting pistols and then you'll level up your jump skill because you got experience points. Like, how did shooting help you jump better? It doesn't make any sense. Number 3 is potions. So the act of being inches from death, crawling for your life, and then you drink a liquid in a bulb-like bottle with a long neck and poof, you feel great. Nothing happened and you just walk off. Like, how does this make any sense? Also, why are all potion bottles the same? With that bulb-like look to it and a red potion inside that's health and a blue one that's mana. Like, why is that a thing? Why is it always red? And then just the shape of the bottle. Why is it that shape? Why is it so awkward to carry? It doesn't make any sense, and this is not what happens in real life. You don't just drink a potion and get better. You have to do stuff. You have to have treatment of some sort, but in games, it's completely acceptable. But when it comes to the whole carrying the bottle part, that's when number 4 comes into play, which is carrying capacity. And I'm not talking about weight, I'm not talking about, oh, you're carrying 400 kilograms of stuff in your back pocket, because that is ridiculous. But no, I'm talking about actual space. I'm talking about the fact that you can have 100 potions in your back pocket. Inventory space in a lot of games doesn't make any sense. The biggest question I'm asking is, where the hell did you take that RPG out of your nothing? Number 5 is buying new weapons and just being good with them. And I mean it, like, you start the game off, your character arc is you're a person that your parents were murdered and you're trying to get revenge and you don't know what to do, and you just pick up a sword and you go to fight the enemies and somehow you're an expert swordsman. Like, how is that a thing? How does that even happen? And then what you'll do is you'll go and buy a new one. You're like, oh, I'll buy this pole arm. I've never used a pole arm before. And then you're like twirling it around. Like, it takes time and effort and practice to get better with weapons. And yet, if you're the hero in a game, you pick up a gun, you just know how to use it. And it doesn't make any sense. But it gets worse with number 6, because you'll carry that pole arm on your back and then you'll roll on the floor. And seriously, rolling on the floor and dodging attacks with a pole arm on your back? No. And let's calm it down a little bit. Let's get into some of the more serious things. Let's get into when a YouTuber says, hit that subscribe button. Because seriously, the support actually does help me out a lot. It lets me know that you like my content. And hitting that like button as well, it just, it does tell me that you like the video and you want me to do more like this. Very much appreciated if you could do that. It's completely free as well. And now let's move on to number 7, because that was annoying, and that's fast travel. You know it was coming, you go to a map, click, and boom, you're there. There's 2 types of fast travel. There's instant, where you just appear there, and everyone's just walking around you, you just appear out of nowhere, and they're like, yeah, that seems legit. And they don't bat an eyelid. And of course there is then the penultimate type of fast travel, where time passes in an instant. And this gives you the impression that your person jumps onto that cart and says to the driver, like, you know, could you take me to Riften? And then just falls unconscious for 7 hours. Like, what the hell? This is not the way you travel. And there's no attacks along the way, weirdly enough, when there are a lot of games where you do fast travel, like Kingdom Come Deliverance, for example. You move on the map. You're actually moving on the map, so it's just showing you, oh, this is simulating your travel. But in things like Skyrim, you just go unconscious and then wake up there. And the worst part is you're not even in the carriage when you get there. You're stood outside of it, looking at the driver like he carried you outside and then went, wake up, dude. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird. But that's still not the weirdest one, because they still get worse. Because next we're moving on to number 8, which is really kind of strange that this exists. It happens a lot. You've witnessed it, and you probably not even your brain doesn't even register it. You just see it and think, yeah, that seems legit, it's fine, you know, not a problem. Getting hit by something huge, but surviving. I'm talking Elden Ring, where you died to a horse riding knight that hit you once with his polearm, because he's freaking annoying at the start of the game, and yet you get hit by some massive dude that jumps onto your face, and somehow you walk away. It doesn't make any sense. Or, for example, Final Fantasy games where a meteor strike will slam down and cause a flesh wound, but a needle from a freaking cactus, now that was too much. But that's not the worst one, it's still getting worse. The next one, sorry, I know it seems like I'm losing my mind, I'm really not, I'm just really passionate about this for some reason, I don't know why. I am not insane, don't worry about me, I'm fine. Now we're going to move on to number 9, and this is checkpoints. Like you mess up in life and you just reload the last checkpoint. How awesome would that be? But we can't do that. And yet in games, that's acceptable. But why do games always checkpoint at the worst time? It's like, oh yeah, you know, we're going to put a checkpoint down so you can come back and reload this in a second when you mess up after this enemy that literally is about to hit you in the face kills you. And then you can respawn and get killed again immediately. This is the way games work a lot of the time. It's absolutely annoying, and it would be nice for a lot of developers to kind of put something in place where a game didn't checkpoint when there was an enemy within a 2-inch proximity of your ballsack. Please, just do that. And now we're hitting number 10. Number 10 is number 10 is that devastating viral outbreak that turns everyone into zombies. The infection turns everyone as soon as you get bitten. We have to be careful, otherwise we'll become one of those monsters. Quick, give me that green herb. All good. How does this exist? Why is that a thing? Why are there so many games where the main plot point is that zombies will turn you and then, I'll just rub a green herb on myself and I'm all good. Or maybe he eats it. I'm not even sure what he does with that green herb in Resident Evil. I don't know. It's a weird paste on the paper. But either way, it doesn't make any sense where everyone gets turned. There's all of these zombies running around. Days Gone's one of them, for example. Loads of zombies running around attacking people. But you get bit, you're completely fine. You just happen to be immune to it because you're the hero. And there's no reason for it either, so it doesn't make any sense. It's not like in other games where the plot point is that, you know, one of the protagonists is immune to something. No, you're just immune to it. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Anyway, this is the end of the list. Thank you for bearing with me while I slowly lost my mind and descended into madness over the space of about 10 minutes. If there are any other things that I haven't brought up or I haven't mentioned that you can bring up so that I can rant about in another video, please get down in the comments below and let me know. I appreciate you coming along, and if you would like a little bit more saner content, like list content for example, check out this video up here, which will be a list video, probably hacking, and over here there's a much calmer one about a game called Symphorix, which you should actually have a look at because it's a really good game and it's really relaxing. Other than that, thank you for watching my video. I've been Lycan from Green Lycan Reviews. Keep your mind clear and game beyond the hype.